Alright guys, this is Mark. He came down, he watches the channel, he came down to, on vacation and decided to come here and help out for a day. So I'm gonna let him tell you guys about what he's up to with his farm and check out his channel and all that stuff.
I'm Mark from Heritage Oaks Farm. We are in Newton Falls, Ohio, and we do grass-fed beef, lamb, pork, chicken, turkey, as well as trying to do some marketing gardening. So we have a YouTube channel which is Creations of the Imagination, and we are on Facebook as Heritage Oaks Farm and Instagram as Heritage Oaks Farm. But I happen to be here on vacation visiting some family about 9 minutes away. I watched Casey's channel and I'm like, this is an opportunity for me to go and see something that's unique and different and see if it could help us take something home for us to just learn from. So it was a great opportunity, and I want to thank Casey for letting us come out here today. And Dad and I came out and decided we could help harvest or something, and so it was really nice that Casey let us come out, and so thank you guys for that. And it's a really interesting place, and it's pretty cool to see that you're not just out in the country like me on a 50-acre farm, but you're in a smaller area doing this. So thanks again, and we appreciate it.
They came out and helped harvest, and this was our biggest harvest that we've had since we started this week, so the help was greatly appreciated and the timing was just worked out great. So thanks again, man.
Not a problem.
Alright, in this video I'm going to go over some harvesting techniques. So these are the turnips. So we take these rubber bands, and Tori showed me this. Put them on these 3 fingers. You have it like that. And then I'm coming through and getting some of the more bigger ones, about this size. You want to try and keep your bundles about the same size, so about 5. I generally do bunches by the hand. It seems to work pretty well. So you can hold this like this. Take your rubber band straight off your finger. And there you have it. Bunch of turnips. So we always have a harvest tote next to us. And then after you get your bunch, just put it right in here. I stagger them so that there's even pressure, and then once it's full, take it up to the cooler, store it, and then get ready to wash it. Always be on the lookout for damaged ones. That one's damaged. Okay. That's harvesting the turnips. That's how most of the root crops go, but I'll show the other ones that we have just so you can see them. Alright, these are the carrots. So a lot of times if you go to pull the carrots out, at least for us, we pull the greens off and leave the root in there. So I use the broad fork. To loosen up the soil a little bit, and then you can just pull these out, sometimes in a bunch all at once. Other times you can't do that, or they break, like that one. You can get a bunch like this, and you don't have to bunch them now, but you can. Same method. And then there's your bunch of carrots. I'm not really stepping on the soil here. I got most of my weight on the broad fork, so I can take this foot up. And then you can harvest from the side. You can reach all the way over. Benefit of a 30-inch bed. Got your bunch here. We like to sell them with the greens on. These are our best seller at the market, so it makes sense for us to take the extra time to go through here and make sure they're all nice. You know, we'll probably eat that one, but sell the rest of these. These are the beets. So these will be the same way. They're not ready yet, probably next week, but same thing. I do about a handful per bunch. It seems to be working for us now. Could change, probably will change, but this whole thing is starting our market garden, not I've been doing this for 10 years and I'm an expert, so there's a difference. That's why I'm showing everything. All right, these here are French breakfast radishes, so pretty similar method. Get about a handful. And occasionally some break off. That's when you can do the taste test to see if they taste good. These are more mild than the other ones. They're not bad. Apparently radishes are really healthy for you if you Google it. I don't remember everything that it said, but not too shabby. Alright, so I'm bringing these in the cooler. You can see here. And normally I'll fill up a tote or so of one crop per thing, but I'm just making this harvesting video, so this is all stuff we're gonna eat for the week. And take a lid like this one that fits in the tote and just set it on top, or I'll leave it angled like this so we can get some airflow and stuff. But you can see we have these carrots ready for the market tomorrow. You can see how they're bunched, and we're certified and actually grown, so we have those special ties. But alright, this will be the washing. So this is set up mostly for kind of a salad mix setup, more so than like a traditional root crop cleaner where it like spins us and things, especially for carrots. But this is for the bubbler. It's not plugged in, my fault. Okay, plug it in. So, see how that bubbles? I'll normally fill this up most of the way, and I put Sanidate in here. That the recommended amount for the amount of water. You'll have to see what that is for you and your tank. Yeah, so this is a whole tote of turnips, and the foliage is really fragile and it can bruise easily, so I'll run the bubbler, but that's just to kind of get things worked up into the bunch. Set them on the holes that I drilled in here. Just enough to get everything worked in. And now the fun part, just spraying these off to get them clean. And throw them on the drying rack. You want to make sure you don't spray the foliage directly. I accidentally got it on one of these, so you get this kind of like a modeling look, but those are bruised cells, and since we're hopefully going to be selling all these tomorrow, it's not that big of a deal, but if you're storing them for a few days or so, that will really start to show, and then it gives the perception that it's not as high quality. If you are charging a lot for it, you want it to look and taste as good as possible. So one way to avoid spraying the foliage of other bunches is to put all the ones that aren't, put all of your bunches on one side of the tank and then spray on the other side of the tank. Alright, this is the drying rack, so they come up here and dry. There's fans up there, so that helps dry it faster if I need it. I think it's good to pack these a little wet, and then leave the tote cracked. They kind of like seem to breathe in there, and they keep that like real crunchy, fresh feeling. After they've dried, put them in your storage container. Same deal for the carrots. Now this is what we do. Like, we don't have a fancy, well, it's kind of a fancy setup, I guess, but we don't really have a huge setup, and it's mostly just me doing everything. So getting like a bigger root washing station where like you can set things out and then get a more of a high pressure hose on it is probably more ideal, but we'll grow into that. Right now I'm trying to have everything we have work for what we're growing until we're more of like a real business that makes more money, and then we'll expand and do different things. But for starting, this makes sense to me and it's practical and it works so far, so that's what we're doing. Sometimes if you miss things in harvest, you'll see it afterwards, like this, if it'll focus here, this bit here. I don't want that in there, so we'll eat this one. Just take it out of the bunch, and you're good. One thing I've noticed with root crops is the faster you get them from the field to washing, the cleaner they'll be. So like, if you could harvest carrots and then wash them right away, they'll be more cleaner, or they'll be easier to clean. They just seem to be cleaner at the end of the whole process if they don't sit with dirt on them for a while. Pretty much the same deal with the radishes. Yesterday was harvest and wash day. This stuff is for the video, and I'm getting some extra turnips, and these are things we'll eat throughout the week. So same with radish foliage, like the turnips. This will bruise real easily. We've had a lot of new subscribers, probably coming from Justin. So I'm Casey and my wife is Tori, and these videos are pretty much just taking people through the process of starting our market garden here in Conover, North Carolina, and just kind of showing the process where we're at in our first season doing it on our own for ourselves, so that if anybody else wanted to start, they have, I don't know, have something to see and do, or maybe look at and be like, well, that won't work for my situation, and that's fine. That's what this is for. Yeah, so thanks to all the new subscribers. That's cool. I don't know, it doesn't feel like I'm talking into the camera anymore, which is a good thing. I'm just documenting what we're doing. A lot of it will probably change next year when we review what we're doing, and this is not the best way, not the worst way, but it's just what we're doing this year. So there's plenty of better ways to do things, and there always is, and there's plenty of more things to learn, and we'll be working hard on trying to figure those out. And yeah, so that's what we're doing. My neighbor was over here the other day and saw the washer, and he's like, what are you doing with that thing? I'm like, well, I'm trying to turn it into a salad spinner. He used to build like all types of stuff, and he's an electrician, really talented and knowledgeable with all that stuff. So he looked at it and was like, yeah, I know what you're trying to do. And then he went and he got this timer, and yeah, so tore everything apart, and then he wired up this box and showed me how he did it and everything, and still not really sure what he did, but check this thing out. I want to put a cover on this thing up here so it's safer, but there we go. Yeah, that fits right in there. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do this one for a backup in case something happens to this. I'll try and make a video about converting this one, but I don't even really know what I'm doing. I'll try. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the root crop stuff. We got stuff to plant. I'm doing the monthly cleaning on all this right now. So like cleaning the walls, up in these fans, all the little cracks and crevices and stuff like that. Then we're gonna plant and then get ready for the market. Gotta put some insect netting out. Whole bunch of stuff we gotta get done still. But yeah, thanks for watching this one, guys. Hope you got something from it, and yeah, just part of the process.